Hello. It has been a long time since I have shown up in this space, in this spot on my channel. Let's talk about it. First things first, I just want to welcome so many new faces here. I know that so many of you guys have found us because of our farming content, and I just want to say welcome and give you a big hug. I just need to state that this channel was my personal channel before it became our farm channel. So it was titled 𝗀𝗲𝗀𝗃, and I shared things like daily vlogs. I did share some farming content, and I also shared things like product empties, products I'm loving, monthly favorites, vacations, all that type of stuff. With that being said, currently this channel is titled 𝗀𝗲𝗀𝗃, and I am considering switching it back to 𝗀𝗲𝗀𝗃 and just having the 𝗀𝗲𝗀𝗃 as a little entity within this whole channel, still sharing reels daily about our farm life. But I feel like a little piece of me is missing, and I'm ready to bring some of this stuff back. In 2024, I really worked on my Virgo perfectionism type A personality and like letting go of it. I'm not anywhere close to being done with that part of my life yet, but I try really hard every day. One of the reasons I stopped uploading my Supersixes, which are my monthly favorites, which we're filming today, is the simple fact that I never had 6 things consistently every month that I was super passionate about or were new in my life. I am definitely a consumer of goods, but I'm not a big consumer. And I never wanted to feel like I was talking about things just to talk about things. Like, I truly really wanted to love them and have them be a big part of my life. Since I really worked on the perfectionism personality in 2024, I have decided that I am going to upload these videos, but I'm only gonna upload them in the months that I feel like I have enough stuff to share, which are 6 things. I will always be sharing 6 things. They are called Supersix for a reason. They're my 6 favorite things of the month. Does it slightly hurt my perfectionism personality that I won't probably be uploading one of these every month? Yeah, it does. It does, because it's technically supposed to be a monthly favorite. But I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. And I am just going to show up when I can show up. All right, with all of that behind us and that being said, I've got one more thing I need to say. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Tell me some of your favorite things from the month in the description box below. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to try them out. Maybe they're for me, maybe they're not for me. Let's get into it. Welcome to January Supersix, where I talk about my 6 favorite things from the month. First things first, we have to talk about these boots. You see them? They're great. These are called the Tailor Boot by TECOVAS, and I'm sorry, but they don't really make them anymore. They do have a few sizes left in the suede latte color, which is like a brownish color, and they have 2 sizes left in the black leather. Well, let me tell you about these boots, okay? I struggled to get them. I realized I was missing a pair of black booties in my wardrobe. I'm a Fry girl all the way, like Fry boots, and I went to their website and I fell in love with what was called their campus bootie, and they didn't have my size. So I went over to TECOVAS and I found these, okay? And I loved them. I was like, those are so good. They had barely any sizes left. They were on the last call, so they were on sale, and they did not have my size. I looked through the rest of their website and realized that I really liked their other boot called the Page Booty. And then I looked to see if they had a store in St. Louis so I could actually go try them on, because I've never tried on a pair of TECOVAS. Like I said, I'm a Fry girl. And they did. They had a TECOVAS store in St. Louis, which is amazing because I feel like St. Louis is the most outdated city in the US. So I was very happy to see that. I went down there with full intentions of getting the Page Booty, okay? Tried on the Page Booty. They don't look very good on my feet. They were very smooth on the top, and I wanted more of like this textured cowboy boot. So then I tried on the Daisy, which were stunning. Loved them. I bought them. They were perfect. They also had these, but of course they didn't have my size. They couldn't get them shipped to me because my size didn't exist anywhere in any of the stores or online. So I settled on the Daisy boot. I was very happy with them. I came home, I tried them on. I was like, yeah, these are great. I love these. But I'm still dreaming about the Tailor Booty. Also, these were like $150 cheaper because they were last call, going out of style. So I patiently, very patiently waited. And every day, a couple times a day, I would get on their website to see if anybody had returned my size in the tailor booty. And I got on one day and they had my size. So I bought them and then I took the other ones back. And I am so happy with them. They are so comfortable. They're like the perfect heel where it gives you a little bit of a lift. Keep in mind, I'm short, my husband's tall, so this is great. But also I can walk in them all day. These are probably one of the most comfortable pairs of boots that I've ever had to break in. Really, virtually, there was no break-in period. I have one pair of fries that were like that too, where I didn't really have to break in, but these, no, didn't have to break them in at all. The leather is fantastic. They smell so good. And I just absolutely love them. Now, I do want to say, I am so glad that I went in store and tried these on. I tried them on in a 7.5, okay? Which is my normal size. They had a 7.5, which is my normal size. They did not fit. But all of the other boots that they had in a 7.5 fit. So technically, I am a 7.5 in TECOVAS, except for this particular style. So I had to order these in an 8 online. All in all, I'm just really glad that I went to the store and checked things out because these are fantastic. I will link them below. Like I said, there's a few sizes in the 2 different colors, but then I will also link the daisy ones. Those were great too. They just had a little bit of a higher heel and they weren't a pull-on. They were an internal zip. All right, the next thing is this face wash by ANDALOU. ANDALOU Naturals. It's a clean brand. I've been using this brand moisturizer forever, for years. I ran across this face wash and gave it a whirl. It does a pretty good job of removing your makeup. I don't wear a ton of makeup, so if you do, that might be a little bit of an issue for you. It's not necessarily a makeup remover, it's just a face cleanser. But it works great for me. The smell is incredible and it does not leave your face feeling dry when you're done. It actually feels like it's moisturized. I'm not dying to put my face moisturizer on right away. I do, but I'm not dying to. The Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick. This is so good. I've been using this for probably a year, but I had only been using it as a concealer. In October, I ran out of my foundation. And I was going on vacation, so I had a darker foundation, and I'm like, I'll just get a new lighter foundation when I come home. I did not, but I started using it all over my face as foundation, and it's so good. It is so good. It just gives like a very light, minimal coverage, very minimal coverage. You can build it up if you need to, if you have certain spots, but it's like not matte, it's not dewy, and it's like little. This is all I have left, by the way. I've used almost all of it. It's little and compact, so it's so easy to pack if you're a traveler. And I just wipe it on my face and then I use a brush to pat it in, and it is fantastic. Love this. The color that I have is in the color Dune. I'm very pale right now. I'm probably the palest I've ever been in my, not probably my entire life, but in a very, very long time. I've normally been to Mexico already this time of year, and we didn't do that this year. I'm pale. Great stuff. Highly recommend. It'll be in the description box below. This book, The Inmate by 𝗫𝗏𝗯 McFadden. I am not one for mysteries, thrillers, psychological thrillers. They terrify me, so I tend to steer clear of them. I read probably 3 of them a year, if that. I picked this up on a whim at Target. Honestly, to be quite honest, for 2 reasons. Number 1, it looked like a very pretty cover. And number 2, it reminded me of Alcatraz, which Keith and I visited in September of 2024. And so it just felt like something I wanted to read. It was amazing. Like, it was so good. And I'm gonna have to definitely read more of her books. I gave it 5 stars. I am a picky book reader, okay? The majority of books that I read in 2024 were a 2 to 3 star. To start the year out with a 5-star book, I was very happy. I've read 3 books so far this year, but this was the second one I read and it was fantastic. I love it. Definitely one I would recommend to people, especially if you're trying to get out of a reading slump, because it's quick, it's fast paced, you have to know what's going on. The chapters are really short, but you can't stop when the chapter's over because it kind of always leaves a little bit on a cliffhanger and you want to read the next one. Highly recommend it. I read it in 2 nights. Great stuff. The next thing we have is a food fetish, okay? There's probably always gonna be one of these in my Supersix because I am a foodie at heart. These are what the people call a chocolate chip cookie date. And let me tell you, they actually taste like a chocolate chip cookie. If you're new here, Keith was diagnosed with Hashimoto's in September of 2023. We have been on a journey to heal him naturally. He is completely gluten-free and he can't have cookies, which are his favorite thing in the entire world. So when I saw these trending on social media, I was like, oh, we gotta try these. And we love them. We are obsessed. It is the easiest thing to make in the entire world. You just take a medjool date, you split it in half, you take the pit out, you cut a slab of butter, put it in there, sprinkle some Maldon sea salt on top, throw some chocolate chips on there if you want. It's amazing. I did go ahead and put the recipe up on our website, so I will link that in the description box below, but it's easy. You don't need a recipe. I just told you how to do it. And the last thing are these pair of jeans. They are a pair of Wrangler jeans. They are boot cut, so a little bit of a flare. You can't really tell in here, but they do. They have a flare and they are so comfortable. They're a little bit of a thinner jean. They're a little bit stretchy, but they're not stretchy to the point that after you've worn them for a few hours or even a few days that they're gonna get loose and look like they don't fit you anymore. They're gonna keep fitting. They are snug in all of the right places. I love the color of them. They're a little bit deeper. They do have a little bit of washing. And then I think my favorite part is the butt. I'm not like a big fan of a whole decorative thing on the booty. And these are just like very plain. They just have the classic W for Wrangler. And I love them. I just absolutely love them. I'm pretty sure they come in a couple different colors. In fact, I might actually get on and see if they do because I had a little notice this morning that they had 40% off Wrangler jeans today. I might check that out, but yeah, these are just a great pair of jeans. Again, I will link them in the description box below for you if you're interested. I wear them for good, but I would absolutely love to wear them for farm use too, because number one, they fit over my work boots, and number two, they're like the perfect height. They don't go above my belly button. They kind of just sit right at my belly button. So they're not like super high-waisted. They're perfect. They are probably the most perfect pair of jeans that I own right now. All right. That is everything. Those are my 6 favorite things from the month. Again, I just want to say a big giant thank you to all of our new followers. I promise if you're here for the farm content, it will still be here. This is just something that I'm going to add in once in a while because it brings me life. All right. I hope you guys have a great day wherever you're at in the world, whatever time of day it is. Please hit the like button, subscribe. If you want to know when we upload new videos, hit the notification bell. Leave a comment in the description box telling me your favorite thing or a few of your favorite things from the month of January. I'll see you next time. Bye. You're not dying, you're just talking to a camera. Unfortunately, my body does not understand the difference between talking to a camera and being chased by a bear in the woods. Oh, I feel sick to my stomach.